So what do you want? What's your mind? Do you wanna get?
Cyberpunk Edgerunners is just a masterpiece. Not kidding. Studio Trigger did an amazing job on this show, from the lighting to the animation to making this gem of a masterpiece. If this show was longer than 10 episodes, I know I will be crying even more so because of how much I want to know about the characters and see them interact in their environment. But I'm still satisfied with what I got either way. I just wish I got more. I also love how Rebecca shouldn't even exist in this show, but Studio Trigger was like, no, the lolly must stay. And props to them because she became one of the fan favorites of this show and made players go back to the game so they'd kill Adam Smasher for eternity. And I also really liked Rebecca's character. She was loyal, she was crazy and fun, and as short as it was, her screen time really made me got attached to her, so I really appreciated how they kept her character. The world just looks alive. We get to see all kinds of messed up or normal people with cybernetics doing something in the area, whether they would be doing something inappropriate or just plain out do something. And the city just looks absolutely gorgeous. Despite showing us how dangerous and unfair living in Night City is, we are still shown the beauty of it, which are one of the things that really grabbed my attention in this anime. I mean, just look at how gorgeously beautiful these shots look, and tell me you don't want to go there yourself and just enjoy the scenery. The characters are really fun and lively to follow, especially for Lucy, David, Rebecca, Maine, and the others shown in the series. Sure, there were some characters who had less time to fully introduce themselves, but they still gave off the comfy vibe to them as they would interact with either David or someone we know. And obviously, my favorite character in the show is Lucy. Her character design, personality-wise, and backstory was just so interesting to me. Other than her looking really hot, I was invested in her character. She was determined, she loved, she fought for those whom she cared about, and was willing to do anything to protect them. But her dream alone on going to the moon really hit in the feels for me. We can already see how brutal of a place Night City is. A happy ending for folks like them? Wrong city and wrong people, and to know that her dream was to crave a satisfying and happy ending for herself was just so sweet, especially at the final episode, which then turns into a bittersweet one. Seeing her actually on the moon and then remembering her time with David when they first interacted genuinely was very wholesome, and then just seeing her reaction as she realizes on how she misses David just broke me into pieces. And what a perfect way to end the series with. We follow these two together, learn about them, learn about their goals and dreams, and what better way to end it by seeing them or one of them being able to fulfill that dream, but at the same time, had a huge hole in their heart for what caused them to get where they stood where they are now. The soundtrack as well was really music to my ears. Whenever something crucial, romantic, or even just a scene with two characters talking, there would be a soundtrack playing and it really helps build up the ambience of what the scene is trying to show. And to back it up with the gorgeous animation and scenery, they really fit well with one another. It made me invested in the world they were in. Everything was chaotic, they had organizations, everybody had some crazy implant in them. Like there's never a dull moment in this show for me. I even laughed at how the physics for the cars flying around were. It was crazy and really made me want to play the game after watching the show. For a 10-episode series, Cyberpunk Edgerunners really managed to get me invested in everything it had to offer, when other anime needed more seasons or more episodes for me to get hooked on. I really love the show. The soundtrack, its breathtaking and bloody animation, the gunfight sequences are fun and satisfying. It was a roller coaster ride of emotions for me. Just seeing for myself how each character ended was just tragic and it stayed with me. I really had a fun time binge watching all 10 episodes within one sitting, and I would gladly do it again even if it meant crying every time that final scene with Lucy comes up. So I would highly suggest you watch Cyberpunk Edgerunners, for it is one of the best anime that came out this year. That's about it for me for today, and I'll be seeing you chooms next time. See ya!